Hey everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for coming by and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make white chicken chili. Now, we're still in winter here in Wisconsin. We got around 18 inches of snow last week. Today we have what they call a wintry mix. Freezing rain mixed with snow. It's pretty nasty out there. I did want to pull my smokers out and cook outside. So I wanted to find something warm and hearty that I can make in the kitchen that's going to be delicious. And white chicken chili certainly fits the bill. I got some chicken thighs, some beans, basic ingredients here. I'm also going to show you how to make a homemade taco seasoning that we're going to add to this. And you probably have most of these ingredients already in your kitchen. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, so I have a Dutch oven here that I put a couple tablespoons of avocado oil. You can use olive oil. And you want to heat it up pretty good. And what we're going to do here, I'm using chicken thighs, which I would recommend because they're going to add more flavor. But you can use chicken breast or a combination of. And I got the skin on, and what we're going to do here is we're just going to cook it on here for a little bit to brown up that skin. We're going to remove the skin ultimately, but let's see here. Oh yeah, that's the sound we want to hear. What I'm going to do now is just add a little bit of salt and pepper. And we'll give this a few minutes, skin side down, until this gets nice and crispy. Alright, there we go. We'll be back in a minute. It's been around 4 or 5 minutes here. Now we're just going to flip them over. See, that's the color we're looking for. We want to get a nice golden brown. And all we're trying to do here is to add some flavors to this Dutch oven. Just like that. We're just going to give it a few minutes more. And we're not trying to cook this. It's going to cook because we're going to simmer this for a while. We just want to add some of the flavor from that skin and from the meat. So we're going to give it maybe another 3-4 minutes, and then I'm going to remove it, and then we'll get busy mixing the rest of the ingredients together to make this white chicken chili. Be back in a minute. Alright, it's been a couple more minutes, and this looks good. So now I'm going to remove this, put it on a paper plate, and our only goal here, like I said, look at some of these flavor crystals in here. That's going to add some delicious flavor. Let me turn this off for now. And then you want to look at how much oil here. I put a couple tablespoons in here. We're going to use the same pot now to saute the rest of the vegetables. I just want to make sure, if you think there's a little too much oil, go ahead and remove some. I could probably remove maybe, what do you think, Monica?
I'd remove just a tiny bit, because it is avocado oil, and that's a healthy oil. So I think it'll be okay. I was just concerned about maybe the vegetables. You want them to still cook properly, but I think it'll, if you take any out, take a little, not much.
Yeah, maybe like a teaspoon, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, let me get the rest of the vegetables together, and we'll assemble this mixture for the white chicken chili. Alright, so I took out around a couple teaspoons of oil. You can see all that delicious goodness from the chicken. That's what we want in there. Right here I have 1 onion that I diced up and 1 green pepper. We're going to saute this in that oil. Alright, so we're just going to saute this a little bit just to get it a little softened. And then we'll add the rest of our ingredients. This is super easy. All cooked in 1 pot. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so here are all my spices for my homemade taco seasoning. I'll leave all the exact measurements down below in the video description. We got some chili powder, some ground cumin, some salt, some pepper, some ground paprika, some garlic powder, onion powder, red pepper flakes, and oregano, dried oregano. I'm just gonna pour this into a bowl and mix it all up. And you know, make big batches of this, put it in an airtight container or shaker, and you can keep this. It's much better than the store-bought stuff. Now, if you're pinched for time, buy one of those pre-packaged taco seasonings that you see in the grocery store, but you probably have most of these spices in your cabinet in the kitchen, so tastes much better. Don't have any of that artificial stuff. All right, just wanted to show you how to do that. It's been around 6-7 minutes. This is perfect. Now I'm going to make a little room here in the center of the Dutch oven. I'm going to add some minced garlic. I got around 4 cloves here. Just going to plop that right in the center. And then I got 1 jalapeno pepper that I chopped up. We're just going to throw that in as well. And I'm just going to give that a few more minutes. Just kind of soften those up just a little bit, and then we'll throw in the rest of our ingredients. I'll give that a good stir. All right. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, now we're ready to add the rest of the ingredients. We want to add 2 cans of beans. I'm using 1 can of the Great Northern beans. You can use 2 cans of that if you'd like, but I'm just kind of mixing it up a little bit. You want to drain those. And 1 can of the Cannellini beans. You can do, you know, 2 of each or one of each like me, however you want to do it. Now, this is the homemade taco seasoning. 4 tablespoons of the taco seasoning. This is probably a little bit more, but that's okay. Now I'm going to add 2 cans of corn drained. Now I found these at the store. These are the fire roasted corn. That's going to add some good flavor to this white chicken chili, so that's what I'm using. But if you just got the regular corn, that'll work as well. I got a can of fire roasted diced green chilies. I actually have 1 7-ounce can, and then I'm leaving the liquid in. The recipe calls for 8 ounces. That's 7s, but you know what? I'm going to add another 4-ounce can of chilies because I like chilies. I think it's going to add some delicious flavor. And now we are going to add chicken stock. A total of 10 cups. So we're using the better than bouillon. So I got the better than bouillon mixed here. And then we're going to add some more water. There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay. And now, of course, we're going to give this a good stir. And we're going to bring this up to a simmer. Be back in a minute. Alright, so I've turned up the burner here to like medium-high heat. We'll want to bring this to a simmer. It looks like it's just starting to simmer. Now we're going to add the chicken back. Because the chicken isn't fully cooked. We're going to add back those pieces, and we're going to let this bring it to a boil. And let it simmer for around an hour. After an hour, we'll pull the chicken pieces out. We'll remove the bones and the skin. We'll shred the chicken. And we'll add it back in with a few other ingredients to simmer for a little bit more. And then we are done. See how quick and easy this is? I got some chicken juices here that were on that plate. Make sure you get those. That's what we call flavor. Alright, so we're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to reduce the heat, and like I said, we're going to let it simmer for around an hour. I'm not going to cover it completely. I'm going to probably cover it just like this. We're going to leave like a little crack there in the bottom, as you can see, and that's it. I'm getting thirsty. I'll meet you guys for something to drink in just a second. All right, while we're waiting for that white chicken chili, time for a beverage. I'm having a 3 Sheeps Brewery out of Sheboygan. This is called Water Slides Indian Pale Ale. This is, let's see here, 6.7% alcohol. So that's what I'm having. This is my daughter Ava Grace, my son Kyle.
Hi.
Hello.
Ava Grace is having a new flavor of Capri Sun. She already put the straw on it. This is called strawberry kiwi. So that's what she's having. And then Kyle is trying.
I just drink it.
Now I just read this is called Bubble Up lemon lime soda, and I was just looking at it. This is made by Dad's Root Beer. So in Indiana, Jasper, Indiana. So I know Kyle's had Dad's Root Beer. So that's what Kyle's having. So it's probably like Sprite, I would imagine, or 7-Up.
Wait, did you say Dad's root beer?
It's made by the same
Wait.
company.
You made the root beer?
It's called Dad's Root Beer. You're
Really,
right.
Eva? You made the root beer?
I think you made the root beer.
So Kyle, what do you think of Dad's Root Beer overall? Is it a good root beer?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So there's yours.
I hope you enjoyed this root beer.
What video was that? It's been a while.
Yeah, who knows? One
I
of the
forgot.
many videos.
Like he was the one who made the root beer.
All right. Ooh, nice, nice head. I'm not pouring it exactly right. Let's see what's going on with this. It's complex and accessible with more body than your typical IPA and more hops than your typical Wisconsin beer. Well, that's true. It's balanced, drinkable, and a reminder to always choose the water slide.
What?
You know where they have a lot of water slides?
Chaos?
Okay, yes. No, but the Wisconsin Dells. But we haven't been there yet as a family. Hopefully this summer we'll go. All right. As always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by and watching the video. Thank you. Look at that. Ooh, nice big head. I didn't pour that right. Cheers. Cheers to our viewers. Thanks again for stopping by, guys. We're going to have some delicious white chicken chili a little bit later. Oh, that's good. Not as hoppy as I thought it would be. Definitely more hoppy than your typical Wisconsin beer. That goes without saying, but it's got a nice flavor. Got a little bit of a fruit undertone at the end. Takes away some of that bitterness from the hops. Okay. Ava Grace, strawberry kiwi Capri Sun. What do you think?
So, I just, you know, they mix this out. It's supposed to be strawberry kiwi, but I think I taste most of the kiwi.
Mostly the kiwi?
Mostly the kiwi.
With
And
a little bit
it's
strawberry
really good.
flavor?
It's like a big blast of strawberry and kiwi. It's like a big burst blast.
A big burst blast.
I don't know, but
All right. That's a good way to describe it. Good
yeah,
adjectives.
it's just really good.
All right, Kyle. Now, how's what's it called? Bubble Up. How's the Bubble Up? Does it taste like Sprite or 7-Up?
I was gonna say, I wish I could say more, but it's just 7-Up.
It's
That's it.
just 7-Up.
There's nothing else to it. It's just 7-Up.
Let me try.
Well,
Is it better than 7-Up?
No, it's the same.
Kyle,
It's just 7-Up.
Oh, it's got a little more limey flavor, I think.
I think you're just overanalyzing. It's
Well,
really just 7-Up.
well,
you know, Kyle,
or Sprite.
if you just tried Bubble Up, what about you try Bubble Down?
All right, guys, we're gonna enjoy these drinks. We gotta let this simmer for around an hour. I'll be back. I'll remove the chicken, shred it up, and show you the next step. We'll be eating shortly. Thanks again for stopping by. Cheers again, guys. Cheers to our viewers. We'll be back shortly. Thanks, guys.
So how did you like Dad's root beer?
Probably still can.
It's been just over an hour. This has been simmering here just with the lid cracked like that. All right. Oh, it smells great. Man, oh man. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is remove the pieces of chicken. And I'm going to remove the skin and the bones and shred up the chicken. And once I'm done, I'll come back. We'll add it to the chili with a couple, actually one other ingredient. There we go. There's the chicken. Let me go shred that. We'll be back in a second. All right, guys, so here is the chicken. I removed the skin. I removed the bones. I shredded it up with a couple forks. I got one package of cream cheese here. I just it's been sitting out like all afternoon, softening up. Cut it into little cubes to help it dissolve. And 1 cup of heavy cream. These are the last 3 ingredients, and we'll add it, let it go for a little bit more. All right, here it is. It's been simmering. Give it a good stir. It looks and smells delicious. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add back that chicken very carefully. Don't let it splash. It's hot. Like so. We're going to stir that in real good. Okay. Now we're going to add 1 package of that cream cheese. We're going to have to let this simmer for another 20-30 minutes to help all this dissolve. This is going to add some thickness to it, some creaminess to it. Oops. There we go. And then last but not least, 1 cup of heavy cream. All right. Now here we got to give it a good stir. See, now the color is starting to change, a little bit more white compared to the red from that taco seasoning. We gotta just let this kind of come to a simmer again. Make sure to scrape the bottom, nothing's sticking. Look at this, man, it smells so good. And here comes Dixie. She can smell it too. All right. Yeah, and if you need to kind of use a spoon or something to break up that cream cheese a little bit, that's fine. But as it heats up, hopefully it'll break down. So there we go. Give it a good stir. I'm going to put a cover on it again. We're going to give it like another, like I said, 20-30 minutes, probably 30 minutes. Be back in a second. All right, here we are. White chicken chili. Look at this. Give it a good stir. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
All right, let's scoop up a couple bowls. I'm hungry.
All right. Just mixing it all together. Here we go.
Look at that, man. Okay, yeah. Ooh. And we gotta put some toppings on this just to
Of course.
make it extra good.
So we do some cheese, right?
Yeah. Chili needs a little bit of cheese.
Or a lot. No, I'm just kidding. All right, some cheese. Okay. Then we're gonna put some sour cream. Just as he would say, a dollop of sour cream.
A dollop of sour?
A dollop
sour
of
cream, just to kind of take that heat off. I don't know how hot it's going to be with that jalapeno and red chili flakes and taco seasoning, but we got some Frito scoops.
Gotta put some Fritos in there.
Gotta put those on top, yeah. Little crunch with our white chicken chili. You can use tortilla chips, but I like the Fritos. All right.
There we go.
Don't forget
Some
the other
Fritos.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back in a second to give
Wait,
us a
one more
sample.
thing.
Oh yeah, one more thing. You're right.
Just squeeze a little bit of lime on top.
There you go.
Little lime. Now we're good.
All right, we'll be back in a second. Welcome back. I'm here with my wife, Monica.
Hi.
Put some Frito chips. Oh, it's still kind of warm.
We got chips on there.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's give
I'm not
this.
picking. Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Cheers.
Ooh, it's got a little bit of spicy kick.
It hits you
huh?
later, huh?
Yeah, it hits you after you.
But the flavor's right on.
It was good.
I agree. Get a bite of that Frito.
No, I like the Fritos with it. So look,
That's really good.
I like regular chili probably more than this, but this is a good alternative. Chicken,
I like
green
both.
chilies.
I like getting chili, but white.
No.
I was just saying, white chicken chili is a good change of pace because we always eat regular chili. So this is really good, and that lime just gave it a little bit of a.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
you can cook it in the Instant Pot or the slow cooker. But I like, I love that Dutch oven. Just gives it that everything in one pot.
And the chicken is so tender.
Yeah, you can taste the flavors in that kind of, I don't know, what do you call it, gravy or liquid, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, yeah. It is good. Very good. It's a winner, I say. I just don't want to eat the whole bowl and
Go ahead, have another bite.
I'll have one more bite.
As always, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. If you like it, please hit the like button. As I always say before, the recipe, whoops, I'm tripping. With all the ingredients, everything is in the video description. The logo on my shirt is on the bottom corner there. Click that to subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll leave a link above and below to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com, where I have all my video recipes, photos, and links to the video. Please go check it out. Thanks again for stopping by. This is good, huh?
It is very good.
Something about green chilies.
And the Fritos.
You know, the Fritos, the sour cream and cheese kind of takes a little bit of that heat away from the jalapeno and the chili flakes and that taco seasoning. It's a little spicy.
And you know, tortilla chips would be good, but I think the Fritos just add a whole different.
It's a little bit more corny.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I do like it too. Again, guys, thanks for stopping by. Check out my website. If you like the video, hit the like button. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. This is good.